It is hot in there.
Should I ask no AC?
I did click the AC on and then it died.
So we're going to do an oil change because the car it's running a little bit rich. At this point we're just gonna flush everything out, put fresh oil, 10W60, and then we're gonna put it on a dyno and custom tune it. Make sure it's not too rich and tune it for ethanol. Make sure all the clamps are tight for the dyno. Because I don't think there's a boost leak of any sort, but we should double check everything before we go on the dyno so we don't waste time over there. We only use authentic Nismo parts on this car, nothing else.
Clean, nice.
What? Yeah, I did all the lines.
So nice.
Just going over the whole car, making sure it's all good, and then we'll...
What's the plan for it?
Gotta finish the pump gas file, which is now with 550 wheel, it should be around there. Just make it less switch, and then put some ethanol and flex tune it, next 750. That's it. I don't want too much power. Doesn't need all that crazy power.
Still have your high casting? Or you disabled it?
No, it works. It's all connected.
Right? Yeah, high cast was steer. At Tesla was all-wheel drive.
It's a rear steering system.
Rear steering before Mercedes-Benz had rear steering.
Holy fuck.
Is it bad?
Smell of gas. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's bad.
Smells like fuel again? Or
Yes,
no?
yeah. Fuck.
But it's better than before, I think.
No, the same thing.
Yeah?
The same flow.
Because Slav made some changes.
Oh, it's like, it's not oily, you see? It's so, like water.
No, I'm just trying to see if there are any metal shavings in the oil. And what exactly it looks like. It just runs very rich. You can see it's way too diluted. It really smells like fuel. Yeah.
Okay, we have to cut this in 2 pieces. Looks clean, though.
Yeah, it looks clean, yeah. I don't see anything. We have an oil cooler right here, right? And there's a lot of fucking dirty oil in there. Ideally, what we should do is put some oil in it, run it for like 10 minutes, and then drain it again.
Who's this guy? The fuck do you want?
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Do you want to say what you're doing?
I am just sitting in the car with the steering wheel on the wrong side, staring at a screen, trying to understand what the fuck's going on here. You know?
Nice.
That's what I'm doing.
It should be more or less. And look at these two. See how they're crusty?
This is not a Mr. Lube, this is ECC tuned.
Doesn't want to start this. Mr. Loop tuned.
Mr. Lube tuned. Sick car, bro. Now you gotta edit one of those things like, we'll be back shortly.
A few moments later.
A few moments later, yeah.
A few moments later.
Almost. Nope. She no go.
I'm so shy with the reality TV style. Like, what am I? You're getting me a fucking side profile, fucking everything.
You gotta make sure that you look like you just fell off the couch. What did this guy say?
This guy
They
grew
just
up
fell
in
off the
eating
couch,
Cheetos
eating
and beer.
Cheetos and
That's the
drinking
place I
beer.
want to take my cars. Is this good? How are we now? Are we good?
Amazing.
Let's go talk cars. Here we have Slav back to his roots,
My natural habitat.
tuning Japanese cars.
I am trying to get it to idle.
Okay, we're back at it the next day, still trying to get to the bottom of this idle misfire on the R34. At this point we had ruled out a few obvious things, but the car still wasn't running right. So just to be thorough, I picked up a brand new wideband sensor, thinking maybe we're dealing with a fueling issue that wasn't being picked up by the existing sensor. Slav spent some time digging through the Haltech logs, going over everything from air-fuel ratio, ignition timing, injector duty. Nothing major stood out, but we did notice something very odd. Cylinder 5 and 6 both were running rich significantly, and it's not like we have an OEM intake manifold. We do have an ISMO manifold that's supposed to improve the flow on those two cylinders. That kind of imbalance didn't really make sense on a healthy engine. It couldn't have been a tuning quirk, but it also raised a red flag for something mechanical. Maybe low compression, maybe something to do with the rings or the valves. So rather than keep guessing, I decided to run a compression test on the car. Even if it wasn't the issue, it would give us a clear baseline and either rule out or confirm whether something internal was contributing to the misfire. It's not the injectors. Injectors are new. I don't think, because like it's rich, so could it be leaking too much fuel? Could be one of them leaky? I don't know, but it's the last two cylinders. The only thing that's old, that's really messing with me, is that cam angle sensor, which is known to fail. Seems running very rich. Really rich. Well, right now we're in a little boo-boo trying to figure out why our last two cylinders are running significantly richer than than the first four, and I'm trying to diagnose it and figure out why. So we have good compression, plugs are new, ignition coils are R34 GTR, brand new, injectors are new. I'm thinking maybe it's the cam angle sensor, or we have a leaky injector or two. I'm gonna continue diagnosing it and we'll figure it out. You see how weird that looks?
Yeah.
And then 5.
Yeah, it's completely fine.
And then 6.
Yeah.
Let's say maybe some wiring here is causing these not to run properly.
It's possible.
What if we have something to do with the throttle bodies, that the last two are jamming?
Yeah.
I don't feel any restriction in it. The only thing I see, what the fuck is this? It's okay, whatever, we'll look at it tomorrow. I'm not gonna bother you.
Any positives?
No, well, the last two cylinders are running very fucking rich. Why? Slav said that it had a correction for the last two cylinders, but that correction for fuel purposes is only because of the stock manifold is restricted. Like the car made 550 wheels before. It was totally fine. There was nothing wrong with it. So something changed from that point.
And it won't be faulty injectors.
Slav says that it's very unlikely for two injectors to just randomly fail like that.
What if you
They're
swap
new.
the injectors?
We could, but the only way to test it is to run it for another 10-20 minutes
Yeah.
to see if we'll follow the plug. We'll just put some rags on it for now and call it a day, and we'll deal with it tomorrow. All the plugs have the exact same gap. Even though they're brand new, sometimes they're not exactly the same. So.
Yeah.
And these ones are gonna keep for later. They're different heat range. These are 9s, these are 8s. We'll use the 8s this time. There's something that's making it hiccup, you know, like it doesn't run the way it should.
My baby's purring. I got no issues.
I gotta hear the way yours is running, because maybe I'm just not used to it after so many years. right?
It does idle like shit. But it idles because of the fucking transmission, just sounds like a bag of rocks too.
No, well that's normal. That's just the discs shifting. That's okay.
And then I have high lift cams, it's kind of messed up my idle a bit.
I have cams as well.
Oh, it could just be a camming, but I don't know about a misfire on idle. That's kind
No, I definitely have a misfire. Like it's like a starter. You can feel it every single time. And it runs rich like a motherfucker. Especially the last 2 cylinders are fucking black.
of wow. What's the AFR showing when you drive, like 13, 14?
Yeah. I put a new wideband sensor yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Just gotta go step by step.
We had to pull it off the dyno because there were a couple other cars that were booked in. So the guys are doing that now, and so far I've mapped the throttle up to about 35% under load, and now I'm just dialing in warm start to make sure that the car starts every time and doesn't have any issues.
This is our boost controller solenoid, and we're just changing all the vacuum lines from silicone to 4AM braided lines. So we don't have any issues with the silicone lines collapsing or melting, or you know. Yes, we're just making some adapters.
It's the flex fuel sensor, and it was not wired correctly. Oops. Okay, let's check the wiring, make sure that there's nothing fucked up. We need to figure out where, like that it's going to the right place on the fucking ECU. What are you creeping over there? We're pretty much done on pump gas, made close to 600 wheel, 23 psi boost, 94 octane. We're gonna add E in it now. Vlad just finishing filling it up, and set up the flex fuel, run it, see what we can push safely. I probably think we're gonna get close to, I don't know, maybe 750 on it. I don't know. Let's see.
And my love for you.
So after fixing the flex fuel sensor on the R34 GTR, we finished tuning it for now. 30 pounds of boost, 16 degrees of ignition at the top, made 714 wheel horsepower at E54. The car is going to adjust wastegate duty cycle, target boost, ignition timing, lambda, target, as well as injection duty based on the ethanol content on its own on the fly, which is nice. You know, it's always nice to have a system that works properly. So for now, this is the result. And if Vlad decides to push it a little harder, maybe, oh, actually he mentioned to me that the clutch is only rated for 680 horsepower, so I think this is where this car is going to stay unless he decides to change the clutch. But he drove it and said that it's pretty good, said it's fast. We're going to let him drive it for a few weeks and probably pull the plugs again, take a look, make sure that they're not fouled or, you know, black, because that's what we saw that the car was doing. On the logs, everything looks good. Lambda is on target, it's not running rich, idle is good, O2 control is on, so, you know, it should run completely fine, shouldn't have any problems. The last two cylinders, 5 and 6, were a little richer, well, they were actually a lot richer than the rest. So I pulled a little bit of fuel on the last two cylinders, and when we ran the car on the dyno, I pulled the plugs every 2, 3, 4 runs, just to make sure that it's not getting hot, because we don't have EGTs on those, like on each cylinder, to know how it's running. So it's a little, you know, dangerous to pull fuel on specific cylinders without knowing how hot or cold they run. But all we could do is just look at the plugs and, you know, see if they're not getting burned or anything else, and they were fine. So yeah, that's all with the R34 for now. If you guys want to see anything else, leave us a comment below. Thank you.